Wind River was one of the most talked about films at this year's Sundance Film Festival, about a Native American girl murdered on an Indian reservation in Wyoming. Jeremy Renner plays a U.S. wildlife agent who helps solve the murder on the Native American reservation. And Jeremy joins me right now. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, greetings from Las Vegas, and thank you so much for talking to me today.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's got to be a lot cheaper to go see a movie in Vegas than to go cool off at a blackjack table, right? Don't you think?
Well, all of our movie theaters are in casinos, so I guess you could take your pick. See a movie or play some blackjack.
Yeah. It seems like maybe if you didn't do so well at the table, like, heck, man, I might as well go see a movie. It'll prevent me from losing so much dough.
Now, Wind River is based on true events, but, we're not watching a documentary. So tell me about dramatic license. What did you want to keep true to the film, and also what you had to do, to make something entertaining?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably more of a Taylor Sheridan question. Who's our writer and director. He's the one that spent time on the reservation for a long while. The only thing I had to really ultimately worry about is truths and what matters. And we have dramatic license because none of these characters ultimately exist. The events that transpire all the time on the reservation. So getting that right was important. And so yeah, I mostly focused on getting the world right and making sure that I fit into that world right, and relationships and things like that. That's what really ultimately mattered to me.
Now, Jeremy, I have a friend who's a Navajo Indian, and he just got back from the reservation in New Mexico where he was visiting family. He says every Native American is talking about this movie. So not only is Wind River a really good thriller, but it also shows the plight of Native Americans.
Yeah. It's a more modern sort of result of atrocities. This is not, Indian movies where it's, feathers and the thing and, these cowboys and Indians type of thing. It's much more a real spin and take on real atrocities that's happening on reservations currently, between drug use and what happens on reservation land right now.
Now, you have that really emotional monologue about your daughter in the film, and I always wondered, when shooting a movie, is that something you would schedule towards the end of the shoot, or where does that come when you're making a film like this?
Not always, no. I mean, sometimes you try not to, but that's what producers start to do. Try not to do the heaviest stuff at the beginning, but it happens. It happens. That's why you got to be prepared for the whole picture in general, because you're not quite sure what's coming up when.
So I went to the Sundance Film Festival for the first time this year, and it was so freezing. I'm a desert dweller. I was born and raised in Las Vegas, so I'm not used to that kind of cold and snow everywhere. But this movie, you shot it in Park City, Utah, and it looked like it was freezing all the time. So tell me about the logistics of shooting in the snow for you and the crew.
It's really more for the crew. I'm always on a sled most of the time, so that was my trailer and place to hang out with all day long. That was, so I loved it. It was fantastic. But it's really like everyone's traveling by snowmobile or a snowcat to get up to elevation and park it there all day long, and be careful of tracks and leaving tracks and walking back in the same footprints. And I remember seeing the director literally neck deep in snow, just walking through this tree line, trying to just get a shot of me driving the snowmobile through, and it was very, very difficult for them, but they seemed to have a good time. I don't think anybody's really ever complained, but I certainly, you have to really put your hats off to those guys, because it was a lot of effort and a lot of planning to not mess it up. But everybody's having a really good time, because I think we're all invested into this movie together, and that was I think the best takeaway for me, is that everyone is really a part of this story.
Now, Sicario and Hell or High Water are two of my favorite films in recent years. So tell me about director Taylor Sheridan. What's his style like?
I think authentic. I think thoughtful. I think well planned. Emotional intelligence. He's well researched as a writer. He's got a very good eye. I think that's good. Being an actor first, and then a writer, and then now a director, gives him a really, really good eye and vision for things that how they're expressed on film. And yeah, man, I think he's just pretty fantastic.
Well, Jeremy, I think the character of Corey in Wind River is one of your most complicated and emotional characters you've ever played. Thank you so much for joining me today, and make sure you come visit us in Las Vegas real soon. We'd love to see you.
Yeah, thank you, man. I had a real joy playing that guy.
All right, you can catch Jeremy Renner in Wind River in theaters now. Also, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Also, you can check me out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you message me. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. From Las Vegas, I'm Jeffrey K. Howard. I'll see you next time.